Well, hello and welcome. Finally, just got my microphone working. Hopefully that's now coming through loud and clear. Can I get a mic check in? Yeah, thank you very much. I was just clarifying that I had to crank up the volume for it to get it to recognise it, and I had a sneaking suspicion it might be bellowing through, but hopefully that's sounding okay. Well, after a little bit of a shaky start there, hopefully an indication more of my stream rather than the quality of the race we're about to have. But welcome to the 4 hours of Mexico 1960s here at Syndicate Motorsport. It's my great pleasure to introduce our first full endurance event that we've hosted here at Syndicate Motorsport, and it's going to be a fantastic evening, I'm sure. Following in the great big shoes left by communities such as THR with the 12 hours of Le Mans recently, we thought we'd give it a go ourselves, and we're starting smaller with 4 hours here at Mexico, and I'm really looking forward to bringing this to the sim racing community, particularly the avid vintage racers that we have all kind of known and loved for some time now. So we'll talk a little bit about the event that's coming up. We're just coming towards the end of practice. We've got 7 minutes left to go, but we'll be getting into things very shortly. My name is Pirate Laserbeam. I'll be doing the commentary for the event today. I'm the original kind of owner or creator of Syndicate Motorsport alongside the mighty Wibble. But this event, and this is a really big shout out to the organisation team here at Syndicate Motorsport, this event has been brought today through the blood, sweat and tears of Red, Viles and Akshik, who've all played a massive role in making this event a reality. And I couldn't be more proud of my moderator team for pulling this all together and all the work that's gone into this. So massive shout out to the team. And me doing the commentary here is just a small piece of the event, so the big props goes to those guys. So my eternal gratitude to you all for your hard work on this. I'm very pleased as well to be welcoming to our grid today such a large group of attendees, and our racers today are coming from all over the world, but also all over the sim racing communities. And it's been absolutely fantastic watching the communities come together and fill out the grid. And we have 43 entrants today, which is absolutely staggering. We weren't expecting it to be such a large turnout, but I'm very glad that we've had the privilege of welcoming so many drivers to our grid today. I'll go ahead and bring up on the screen our standings, which are the results of the qualifying session, and you can see here that we have our 43 teams split between the GTR and the TCL classes, and you can see there the team names, the car that they are driving and their qualifying time. Big shout out there to, of course, I'm not biased in any way, but Syndicate Gentleman Racing in 4th place there, which is a great turnout for us in the Pantera. But we're also welcoming some pretty big names to the grid today. You'll see Brundle Motorsport in the mix here as well. They're currently in P12 there in the Corvette 1969, and that will include the mighty GP Laps and also Nate Lupson, who, if you were watching the THR 12 hours race, you will have seen they were both part of Brundle Motorsport. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of a chat with either Nate or Jake later on. They're not joined by Jimmy today. It's a 2-person team, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what they can bring to the grid today, and also everyone else who's down there. Some really stunning drivers turning up for the event today, and I'm hoping that everything goes off without a hitch and we have a really cracking race today. So looking forward to this very much. Just going to go ahead and just double check that my microphones and everything are playing ball. We've got about 4 minutes left of the practice session, then we'll go into the race. I think the driver briefing's underway presently, being delivered by Akshik, or David Moll, as you may know him. Okay. Okay, so I'll bring the standings back down. We'll go ahead and jump on with one of the cars which are on the track right now. Get a sense of the circuit that we're about to be spending 4 hours enjoying. Welcome, welcome. So we've got a pretty good range of cars on the grid. We've got at least one Jag as well, which is nice to see, rocking a Union Jack livery. We've had a really impressive turnout in terms of team liveries which have been put onto the grid, and it's great to see so much creativity and effort going into the liveries, which of course brings these events to life. And of course we've got some real American muscle on the circuit today as well, which is going to be great fun. Here's the Jag. It's actually looking a little bit worse for wear. I think they've had a little bit of a whoopsie-daisy into one of the corners. But the mighty Jag, absolute behemoth. Of course one of the Porsches as well. Good showing from Porsche today across the two classes. Here is the erratic team. BTP Motorsports in the Mazda. One of our BMWs. Moonlight Racers. Motori Nella Legenda, number 2 in the Porsche. Very Italian name for a Porsche. Another one of our Panteras by the looks of it, Erratic 1. Erratic, I mentioned indeed. Viles, we've already shouted out the Syndicate Gentleman Races, but we'll go ahead and take a look at the very lovely Pantera, number 99. Driven by Viles and Tom Caulfield. We'll be expecting to see a little bit more of this as the race goes on. Oh, a little bit of flash of the headlights there. It's very happy to be here. So So we're into the overtime of practice session now. Obviously qualifying has happened throughout the week leading up to the event, and all 43 teams have been classified into their qualifying positions. The start of the race, we had a bit of a choice here about how to approach this. There were the options were a rolling start, a standing start, or a Le Mans style start. But I think because of the number of entrants, we couldn't actually do the Le Mans style start. There wasn't enough space to do that, so it's going to be a standing start, lined up on the grid, and we won't be doing anything more fancy than that. So cars which do have a particularly good run off the line might be one to watch. But of course this is a 4-hour endurance event, and I'm sure the driver briefing will be covering the topics such as you can't win an endurance race on the first lap, but you can definitely lose one, and hopefully we'll see some nice clean driver standards that we've come to expect here in the vintage racing community throughout the course of the race, and of course a good start to the race, which would be most welcome here from my point of view, at least in the commentary box. So we've got Team Cold Sand here as well. Well, there we go. The practice session has concluded, and we'll be moving now into the race. Is there a way to see only one class in the live standings? That's a great question. I will have to double check that. I'm not entirely sure it's possible, at least not one I'm aware of. But I'll work my way around the grid so that we can cover all of the action. And of course, there's a live timing page which you can grab as well if you want to look at that on the server directly. Hello, welcome to chat everyone. If you're here for the first time, it's a great pleasure to have you all here. And I'm very much looking forward to spending the next 4 hours explaining what's going on in this race and doing my best to keep up with all the action. Oh, I'm getting a message in chat here from Vars that we have to restart due to real penalty. So give me 2 seconds, I shall be right back. Well, Vars Racing's a very valid reason to be here. Apparently there's a sound bug on the YouTube stream, so I might actually just drop the YouTube stream and stick with the Twitch stream. So if you're watching the YouTube stream, please jump over to the Twitch stream under the same name, and I will just continue there and upload the VOD later